If you're raising a neurodivergent child, autistic, ADHD, or both, September is not just busy. It's an emotional roller coaster in tiny shoes. For some families, back to school prep just means buying a new backpack or picking up some school outfits. But for us, there's a lot to prepare for, especially if it's the first time your little one is going to the kindergarten, grade 1, the huge transition. My daughter is going to grade 2 this year. She's gone through 2 big transitions, and it doesn't make the next one easier. So as I'm preparing the back to school for this year, thought I'd just make this video and summarize what we've learned for the back to school season. Like everything else, preparation gives predictability. One thing that really helped us was using all kinds of tools to preview and understand what school is. For example, kids' books about first day in school, there are tons of them from different perspectives. Maybe one of them will hit better than the others for your child. Show them some short videos about a school day. They might ask a lot of questions. These are good opportunities to get these questions answered ahead of time. Another thing you can do is to create a social story about school day. A social story is a short, simple way to walk through what to expect step by step from your child's point of view. They were originally created for autistic kids, but they're helpful in general for any child that needs predictability. It usually goes like this: what's happening, who's there, how I feel, what I can do. For the school setting, it can be something like this. I go to school in the morning, I hang my backpack on the hook. If the classroom feels loud, I can ask my teacher for a break. You can draw it together using screenshots from the school website, using stickers. And if you can find photos of the exact classroom your child is going, that would be super. From preschool to kindergarten and from kindergarten to grade 1, the classroom look quite different, a lot more structured, and it's good to show that visually. It doesn't have to be fancy. We have one of them look like this. This one is about car adventures, but it's the same idea. So a car takes us to all kinds of fun places. This makes the first day sounds more exciting than this uncertain, scary thing. The next thing, if you can, I would highly recommend you visit the school before the school day starts. The goal is to make the transition to the first day of school just like an ordinary day. For us, what helped was just to walk around the school many times during the summer, visit the playground, walk around the buildings, get familiar with the process of on and off the cars in the parking lot. Some schools even allow you to go inside of the buildings and visit the classroom, meet the teachers beforehand. Definitely take up on that. It's super helpful for the teachers to get to know your child and for the teachers to speak to you about your child's preferences. If there's anything needs to be installed in the room, like a bell, if someone walks out of the classroom like an AuDHD kid would do, school can get prepared beforehand. Contact the special education resource teacher, aka the CERT, in your child's school to arrange such a visit, and try to request an educational assistant to attend your child at school from time to time whenever they need a break or need some help with the transition, especially for the beginning. We have experienced semesters with a full-time EA and without an EA, and it makes a day and night difference. The next thing is to practice the morning flow. One of the most frustrating moments for school days are the mornings. We have to make sure they're not late and we're not late for ourselves, and getting out of the house on time with a neurodivergent child is not simple. If your child is in camps in the summer before the school starts, then that's awesome. Probably you won't even feel a transition. But if mornings are mostly flexible during the summer, then at least a week before the school starts, I would recommend you shift to the school schedule. Practice the morning basics. Wake up, clothes, personal hygiene, breakfast, shoes, get out of the house. Not a full routine, just get in the flow. Sometimes we just pack a snack and go to the park as a simulation for the transition. We started doing this last year, and mornings has been so much easier for the first week of school. Along with the usual school supplies, you need to have a sensory kit. For us, it's just something tiny that she can bring with her that she's already familiar with. It could be a small squishy toy, a chewy, a fidget toy, or even a tiny stuffy. The key is that your child has to pick it themselves, and they have to pack it in a backpack themselves so that they know they can go to that sensory object whenever things feel a little bit too much at school. Similar types of preps can be installed in school as well. In my case, we've installed a cozy corner in my daughter's classroom. It's like a donut-shaped cushion where she can just sit inside and give her that deep pressure. And there's an egg chair where she can go in and pull down the curtains and hide there. These kind of small setups, usually school can set it up if they have special education resources. And they're super helpful because it allows your child to stay with their peers and participate in the activities. They don't have to go out of the classroom whenever they feel they need a break. And that matters a lot. Another small thing you can install ahead of time is a visual schedule in the classroom. My daughter's school set up this personal visual schedule for her so she can just go see her day step by step. After finishing one activity, she would go up to the visual sketch, remove the icon, put it in a little porch, and move on to the next activity. It's a small system, but really helped her stay grounded and gives her that control. The last point is about mindset. When we first started kindergarten, I have no idea what to expect. I didn't grow up in North America. I don't even know what elementary school classroom looked like. I went to school in Asia where being late to school was unthinkable. And following the school rules isn't just expectations, they're the standard for being a good student. So I brought a lot of that mindset with me. You show up on time, you do what the teachers say, you sit when it's time to sit, and you play when it's time to play. But over time, I realized these expectations, they're not helping my child. Yes, they're basic boundaries like be kind, don't hurt others, but she doesn't need to fit perfectly into a system that wasn't designed with neurodivergent in mind. So if she doesn't feel like going out for recess, that's okay. And if circle time feels overwhelming, she wants to sit in the quiet corner and still learning, that's fine. I had to reflect on how much my own childhood has shaped my expectations for what a good school day means and let that go. Now I don't have any expectations because every child is different. Every neurodivergent child is different. There's no one way fits all. My child has to find her own pace to go through school and life. My job is just to support her in this process. Since shifting that mindset, I see a lot more smooth days and much fewer meltdowns. Sure, we may be late some days. Sure, we may miss some part of the class, but emotional stability for her and even for me is more important than a perfect attendance record. School transitions are not just about the kids. They stretch us parents as well, especially when we're trying to protect them and prepare them for a world that doesn't always get it. If you're walking into this September with a knot in your stomach and a list in your head, you're not alone. Try one small prep at a time, adjust as you go, and remind yourself showing up with love and curiosity is enough. Let me know in the comments what helped you prepare your neurodivergent child for school and what's something you're still figuring out and wish there was a better way. I appreciate you watched the video. I hope this helps you getting prepared for the big day. I'll see you next time.